Hey everyone, and welcome to the second video in my devlog series. Today I'm gonna show you a couple different things that I've been working on. We have a reload sound, and then also added a first person and third person shadow, and then also worked on creating reloading while aiming, and also the transition from hipfire to ADS and back, like we have in Call of Duty. Took me forever, but spoiler alert, I got it working. And then we're also gonna look at adding the first person body, and just at the end I'm gonna show you a quick preview of my current loadout state. So that's what I will be showing today. So unfortunately, all the audio from the screen recording of me making the reload sound doesn't work, but at least I got something. So this is how it sounds right now. It's not perfect and it's not great, but at least we have a reload sound, and I can always adjust it and make a new one and make it much better. But then I also worked on the, like in Call of Duty, when you can reload while ADSing and transition to idle, but it doesn't stop the reload animation, and that took me forever to create and figure out. So first I tried using procedural animations, but procedural animations can be very complicated, and it's also something that can be very CPU intensive and therefore performance intensive, because it's calculations that are based on real time and also based on math or physics or IK systems. So I decided after trying for many hours that I'm gonna try to create a ADS reload animation, and then I also said to myself, well, I'm not gonna use any procedural animations at all. I wanted to be as CPU friendly as possible, so I'm gonna run this primarily only on the GPU, and this was my first attempt. So that was a small ADS, but there was no reload while doing it. So back to the drawing board, and I tried like 8 different tutorials on YouTube, but nothing was working. And yeah, again, I was able to ADS, but there was no reload, and I actually ended up spending 2 days, around 12 hours each day on this, and I quit so many times trying to do this, and thought this is never gonna work. And I tried to use assets from Marketplace, but eventually I got a breakthrough. So it doesn't look great, I admit, but I am able to reload and ADS at the same time, so I knew I was on the right track. And I got some ideas, and I kept going and I kept trying, and it got a bit better. Still not great, but it's better. Eventually I figured out the issue, and also had to create an animation for an ADS reload animation for the gun itself, and I had to sync that with the other animations. But finally, after 2 days of hard work, I got it working. And as you probably can see by this clip, I was very excited. So yeah, I got that working. So we got the reload sound and the transitioning while reloading in ADS and idle. And then also worked on creating the first person body. So as you can see, we have a first person body, so that's great. And there's no clipping when crouching or jumping. And then also added the shadows, both for the first person mesh and the third person mesh. So that's also working. And then the last thing I'm gonna show you guys is the just a quick preview on the current state of my loadout system. So creating a loadout system is something that I've been trying to do for a while, and I've gotten very close to create one that was working, but it didn't quite work as intended. So just a quick disclaimer, in terms of the logic and the code behind this loadout system, it's actually not me who made it, but a guy that I'm working with. So what I wanted to show is just the current state of my loadout system. The UI is not great, but everything is kind of working almost. And me and the guy that I'm working with on this loadout system are actually gonna work on it today, and that's a lot of things that needs to be updated, and I need to work a lot on the UI, but the basics are working. So we got a primary and a secondary, and that's all I got right now. Don't have any tactical or lethal or stuff like that, or perks or whatever. But if we look at the primary weapon, if I click on that, and then you can see we got a description of the weapon, and we got some stats, some damage and fire rates. Also created some icons. I haven't created one for the one on the left, but if you hover over the weapon, you can see it automatically changes the stats, or it shows a comparison. And so the only thing that isn't working at the moment is the mobility and the ADS speed, but that's not difficult to create. And so the level system is not working, and right now you're not able to customize it with different skins. So that's also a feature, like if you try to add a weapon that you already have equipped, it's gonna say the weapon is already equipped, so that's good. Yeah, let's try a look at the gunsmith. So we have the gunsmith, and you can choose your attachment, and the attachments are actually working, and they are replicated, and whatever stats they have, they are affecting your weapon. So that's working. We also have the ability to create multiple types of loadout and save them, and the UI is gonna be better. But as you can see, if I try to just create a different loadout, so let's take a different assault rifle, and then I swap between these two, we have two different saved loadouts. And yeah, so that was it for today. And I also quickly just want to say thank you so much to everyone who has given me all those kind comments, and for people who have subscribed and shared. It means so much. And yeah, please like and subscribe if you haven't, and if you want to see more. And I would love to hear what you think and what you would like to see, and what your opinions are on the current state of Warzone. And yeah, bye.